Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I think I'm gonna have Abraham speak for me this morning. Can't believe how bad my mom hurts.
Wow, that's
It hurts. It hurts.
I bite my lips. Like the inside of my lips and my jaws all the time because of my missing teeth.
Oh my God, it hurts so bad. But it's okay. We're gonna push through. But I'm gonna have Abraham do an alignment for us this morning instead of the meditation, so I don't have to talk as much. Is that okay?
Yes,
Absolutely.
it is.
Yeah.
And maybe you should try rinsing your mouth with baking soda or salt.
I did salt.
Warm salt
but
water.
I did read that baking soda is good, so maybe I'll do that right now. Let's see, Abraham. Let's see. They just posted a new one, a Rampage of Alignment. So let's do the Rampage of Alignment because that's what we really want. We want to be in alignment with what we want. There we go.
Don't make hard work of it. Don't make a chore of this. It's a game. It's a game of alignment. What do? I play the game of alignment. What does that mean? Well, I'm a creator and I use all of the universal forces to my advantage. What does that mean? Well, there's this stream that is flowing directly toward everything I want. And when I get into that current and I stop paddling against it, it takes me where I want to go. How do you get in? Well, sometimes you tiptoe in and it's moving so fast it just takes you. Sometimes you get in and it's moving so slow you wonder if it's going to go at all. But you just have to trust that things are working out for you. This is what you're telling to others who are watching this successful being that you are. Just have to trust. I stopped nitpicking over things that don't matter. I stopped beating up on myself unnecessarily. I stopped making work of things that aren't work. Started utilizing the leverage of the energy that creates worlds to my advantage. Started listening more for my inner voice. Started being aware of more of how I feel and caring about it. I started recognizing when I don't feel good that if I try a little bit, I can release the thought that is at the root of my not feeling good. How do you do that? Well, I usually just quiet my mind and don't think about it at all. How do you do that? Well, I have a meditation process. What's that like? Well, I just focus on things that are really general, like the dripping of a faucet or the sound in the air conditioner, or I watch something that's mesmerizing. How do you do that? Well, sometimes it's more difficult than others, but I have a strong motive for doing it. What's your motive for doing it? Well, I want to feel better. Well, what's the point of feeling better? Well, it's everything. Feeling better is everything. When I feel better, I'm non-resistant. Well, so what? If you're non-resistant, what does that mean? Well, it means now I easily go with the stream in the direction of everything that I want. Well, how do you know the stream is going to take you where you want to go? Because I've been there many times. I know that when I chill and allow that well-being is mine, things are always working out for me. Well, how can things always be working out for you? They are. Things are always working out for all of us if we allow it. How do you know whether you're allowing it or not? By the way you feel. What do? How do you know you're not allowing it? Don't feel good. What do you do when you're not allowing it? Meditate. Why do you meditate? Well, it's this chore that I do. No, you don't feel like saying that now. I meditate because it's the path of least resistance to what I want. It's proven itself to me over and over and over again. I can control the way I feel because I can control the direction of my mind. And since I can control the direction of my thoughts, then I can control my vibrational point of attraction. And since I can control my vibrational point of attraction, then I can control everything that comes to me. It's really worth chilling. It's really worth getting a handle on this. I know these things to be true. I am the creator of my own reality. And I offer a vibration that everything responds to. And I can tell what vibration I'm offering by the things that are coming to me and by the way I feel. And sometimes I wait till they get there before I figure it out. And sometimes I feel him coming. But in any case, I'm always aware of whether I'm on my path or off my path. On what path? Off of what path? What path? What path? The path of my unfolding, the path of my becoming, the path of my eternal evolution, the path of my eternal beingness, the path of my goodness, the path of my wholeness, the path where the source and I join together in concert for the joy of this moment in time that we are perceiving. Well, what's that moment in time like? Well, sometimes it feels outrageously good. And that means to me that my point of view and the point of view of my source are identical. I can feel when I'm in sync with the source within me. How do you know that? By the way I feel, by the love I feel, by the passion I feel, by the appreciation I feel. Well, how'd you find that? I meditated. I meditated my way into it. I quieted my mind enough that I no longer did that thing I did that muted it or blocked it. I tuned myself to the frequency of my highest good. And now my highest good rendezvous with me everywhere I go. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Yeah. Something more? Yeah. We told Esther as the day was beginning that it would be her favorite day ever. And when she listens back to this, she's going to discover why. Our favorite thing in a day like this is your willingness to come and play with us. Sitting here in the room, many of you are watching live around the world, but you are participating here with not only us, but with your own inner being. And it is satisfying to us that we are able to offer some general words about the laws of the universe as we know them to be. And that by your willingness to be here, your willingness to play with us, your willingness to focus, that we are able together collectively to let go of those quirks of resistance and your vibration raises. And what that means, especially in a day like this, is that when we move into some new places where we are not commonly treading, when we are finding some new ways of looking at things that you are not accustomed to looking at from your point of view, that because you have been willing to listen and because your vibration has raised, you're in a new place of clarity where it is meaningful to you. And the reason that we like that so much is because that means you've spent some time, we've been together for about 3 hours. And during a significant part of those hours, you have been in a state of alignment with the broader part of who you are. And what that means is you've practiced without meaning to a higher frequency vibration. And that practice is really all that is required in deliberate creation and in allowing what you want. When you have the benefit of finding a piece of music that you like, even though it's usually only 3 minutes long, or finding a book that you're feeling particular resonance with, or you have a new one that you are in love with that you are holding as your object of attention. When you have moments in time where you can focus for periods of time where no resistance enters into the arena for a specific period of time, 17 seconds gets it going, another 17 seconds really adds to it. And when you are able to sustain 68 seconds without resistance entering into the equation, you have moved your vibration significantly. And that's what's happened to several of you on several occasions here today. We talked about the deepest of subjects. We talked about things that matter to you the most. And in all of that, you shifted your vibration significantly. So what that means is, over the next few days, if we were standing in your physical shoes, since we are standing in your physical shoes, it is our intention to watch for evidence of the new alignment that you've practiced in these hours that we have been together. That evidence is going to thrill you. It's also going to buoy you. When you see it, when you come across it, consciously acknowledge it and make the correlation in your own being. This is as a direct result of my holding myself in vibrational alignment. And I can do that relative to everything. Friends, life is supposed to be fun. And you're not ever going to get it done. And you can't get it wrong. And if you will begin to embrace those contrasting moments as part of the path along your trail to the things that you are really wanting, then life will be sweet, 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 sweet for you the majority of the time. And when it's a little sour, it's still on track. That's really what we want you to hear from us. Be easy about it and meditate if you feel like it. But most of all, make a decision that nothing is more important than that you feel good, and pay attention to the way you feel. And when you feel less than wonderful, do anything and everything you can think of doing, which usually just means change the pace from whatever. So if you're in the middle of a conversation that is taking you down, smile and end it. If you are sitting in your body and it is tired and stiff, get up and move around. In other words, don't allow yourself to continue in the direction of what does not feel good. Use your guidance system in the way it is intended and shift directions. And so in the same way that if you've been sitting too long, you want to get up and stretch, sometimes you are involved in a thought that is not serving you, and it would be well to change the direction of the thought. That's where this going general will serve you. We mean it when we say to you that we are always with you. We are aware of where you stand in relationship to everything that you want. And we, and others like us, those inner beings that exist in your vortex, are aware of where you are in relationship to what you want and are offering constant inclinations. It sort of goes like, since we see where you are and we know what you want, if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would go this way. And it's not just a projection of thought that we're offering you, because we have access to your muscles. We have access to the cells of your body. We have access to the thoughts that you're thinking. In other words, that influence, that impulse that you receive is that impulse that is us within you. So when you recognize that we are within you and that we are giving you an impulse to go this way, in your most relaxed state, you will go that way. And when you go in the direction of that which is inspired from within, it is our promise that you are about to rendezvous with something that you have been looking for. And when that happens, the thing that we want you to say to yourself is this: I received an impulse. I trusted it, and it paid off. Play that game for a week, and you will be free of resistance forevermore. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain in your vortex.
Yes, thank you, Abraham. Play the game of alignment. That's always a good game to play. But I think she be putting people to sleep sometimes. That one with the music put us to sleep a little bit. So we need to wake up. Here you go. This is how you wake up.
So we're gonna ching ching.
How you wake up. Okay.
Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It
You
all
guys
flows in
hear
so
money?
abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out, plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. flowing in and out plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly. From the top, left, right, and up under me. Wave, 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 I'm a money wave. Money flow, money made. Flowing in and out plus money saved. Debt, 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 all debt is paid.
Excuse me.
We welcome him. Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Law of Attraction, day 116, Saturday, 116. Oh my goodness. We have been working so diligently together in our Law of Attraction Planner. I am your humble host, Darlaina Rose, certified in emotion code therapy, 100% your health and well-being coach. So I am so excited to bring this to you again for day 116. Why don't we today talk about, as we get to the parts of the planner, if you have any thing that you want to add to any of those parts, or any part that was a challenge, or any part that you may question, let's have a discussion versus me just talking because I'm out. And so the best part about the planner is right in the front, it has the roadmap for your life. So we often ask for, how do I do that? How do I do this? And guess what? It's right here. And so the first part is awareness and self-discovery. How do you find your life purpose? And how you find your life purpose is simply by answering the questions. So in the front, it says awareness and self-discovery. What would you want to experience if time and money were not an issue? What would you want to be? What would you want to do? What do you want to have? Where do you want to live? The big house, the tiny house, the no house? How about what kind of work do you want to do? Who do you want to serve? Who are the people that you want to serve? So how do you want to grow in your life right now? What do you want to contribute to the world? Who are you and why are you here? We have asked ourselves these questions for the past 116 days. Do you have your answers to these questions? Where are you going? How do you want to be remembered when you're gone? If you achieved all of your life's goals, how would you feel? And how can you feel it along the way? By listening to Abraham Hicks and the like, by writing your vision and making it plain, and visualizing the things that you want to create and accomplish. What's most important in your life? What do you value most? What are you passionate about? What brings the most joy and peace in your life? What does success look like to you? What does other people admire about you? What unique gifts do you want to share with the world? What are your top 5 values? And if you don't know what your top 5 values are, ask someone who knows you well, and they'll tell you. And then what are your top 10 achievements? What have you already done that you can stack the success emotions on? The feelings of success, the feelings of joy, the feelings of happiness because you completed something. What are those things? Did you complete college? Did you get your kids through college? Did you buy a house? Did you buy a new car off the showroom floor? I did. That was so exciting to do that. For the first time in my life, I bought a car with 19 miles on it. Normally when I buy a car, it already got 100,000 on it. It already got 50 or 80 or something. But I said, I really want a car off the showroom floor. And I went in 2018 to the Toyota dealer and I bought a car, a black Toyota Camry with all the bells and whistles with 19 miles on it. And I rode off into the sunset. It was the best feeling ever because that's the best car. If it's on the showroom floor, that's the best one. And it only had those little bit of miles on it, 19 miles on it. Time I gave it back, it had like 80,000. Like, now go get that to the next Darlaina. Because that's usually when I get it. Oh, it's all highway miles, it's good. That's what they tell you. It's all highway. So it's good. So I was so proud to do that. When I got in the car and I was like, is that right? It was like, yeah, it did only have 6 miles on it, but they had to go get it from another place because I wanted black and they didn't have black. So I got the black one. So think about those achievements. Did you get put your kids through school, through college, even high school? Sometimes getting your kids out of high school is an accomplishment, especially depending on where you are in the world. Are your kids grown and doing well? Like, find the achievements to stand on. And then, if you say, oh, I'm always having trouble, it's always something, think about the things that God has brought you through and list those up.
Do you know sometimes people just get through one thing and go, oh, what's next? Well, they're asking for the next problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Instead of being grateful, gratitude sets up a whole nother vibration and they're going, oh, okay, well, they say things come in 3. Oh, please run away from them because that stuff's catching.
So once you have done that, then the instruction says, take the answers to these questions and create the mission for your life, the vision for your life. Every time you start a new job, what do? They tell you the mission and the vision for the company. What about the mission and vision for your life? What do you see yourself accomplishing in your life? What is the vision for your life? Sometimes we don't even have that. We're kind of just going whichever way the wind blows. Whatever happens, or just end whatever happens, instead of creating that vision that you want or the mission that you want. What is that? Even, every good spiritual book says that people perish for lack of vision. So you need to know what you want. You need to know how you want to show up and, who you want to serve in your life. So what is the mission and vision for you? Writing that part out. And then It says set your goals. What are the big goals that you have for your life? Set those goals out, all 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, whatever it is, write them all out. And then work to create harmony in your life, harmony in all areas of your life, all of these areas in your life, all singing a different tune, but all equaling the same song. In your spiritual life, your business life, your career, your free time and family, your health, all these things all working together. And then once you have that written out, you want to create your life statement and your vision board. Your life statement should easily start with, I'm so grateful and thankful. Now that. Now what? Now that what? What do you want? Now that what? I'm so grateful and thankful now that I am living in my house at the beach. I'm so grateful and thankful now that I am serving the women or serving the families, or I'm the top designer, or I'm the top chef. Whatever that thing is, write it down in present tense as if it already happened. I'm so grateful and thankful now that, whatever that is for you. Thank you for the hearts and the likes. I appreciate it. And so once you have written it all out, then you want to create your vision board that coincides with what you wrote. And so when you cut out the pictures for your vision, tell yourself a story about the picture. Tell yourself that this is the house that I want to live in. Tell yourself what it looks like on the inside, and then get other pictures of what an inside would look like for you potentially. Put all of it down, and then put your vision board and your vision statement right in your room where you sleep. So that when you wake up and when you go to sleep, you can read your life statement and see your vision board both times. Because when you wake up and when you go to sleep, you kind of get into that dreamy state. And in that dreamy state, you dream. Your dreams become realer to you. And so when you are reading your life statement and seeing your vision board every morning, what happens is, just like the reticular activating system that turns on when you buy your car, and all of a sudden it seems like everybody has one. Everybody always had one. You just never noticed it before, but now, because you have a reason to notice it, it shows up. So the same thing happens with your vision board. When you start to move around in your world, things that you have written down will start to show up. Connections to the things that you have written down will start to show up. People who are doing the type of work that you want to do, people who can help you with your vision, these folks show up. And when these folks show up, you find yourself moving towards that goal or that vision that you have written down and made plain. It's so important. So many of the people in our group, the things that we've written 116 days ago are happening. People are showing up. I know specifically, I asked for assistance with my systems and my websites and all of that. And May 18th, they'll be here. And then in June, my other friend is coming that's gonna help me to, he said, I'm gonna make you famous. I'm like, all right. So he's really good with the publicity part, with the networking part. And we're just gonna hit the ground running. And I know that by the time 2023 comes in, it will be nothing like the way we came into 2022, because we are setting it intentionally. How long does it happen once it's written down? You know, you really can't tell how fast it's gonna happen. It's all in your alignment. And the way you determine that is by your emotions. And so you write it down you make it plain, you make the vision board, right? And once you do that, you start thinking about how can I make this happen, right? And so what happens is you just start walking in your gifting, feeling the feelings of having it done, feeling the feelings of having it complete. Because you don't get what you want, you get what you feel. And so the planner asks these questions like, what are you happy about? And so you think about all of the happy feelings, the joyful feelings, all of those feelings will start to bring these things to you, whatever it is. You need to be working in harmony with it. If you say you want to do something and maybe a certification is required, you may start with just going onto YouTube and learning more about it. If there's somebody who has the result for what it is that you want, follow them and see what they did. And just watch God in the universe start to move things in your path that normally would not be there. So you just have to pay attention. So the questions that the planner asks to keep you in that happy, joyous state is, what are you happy about in your life right now? What about that makes you happy? And how does it make you feel? What are you excited about? What are you proud about? What are you grateful for? Gratitude is the key. Gratitude is the key for everything. So the more you stay in gratitude and thankfulness for everything that you have and everything that you're experiencing in this moment, it will keep all of those negative emotions away from you. And so what are you enjoying? What are you committed to? Who do you love in your life? And who loves you? How can you make yourself feel good today? How can you improve your relationships today? How can you be present in the now? Yesterday is gone, tomorrow doesn't exist. That's why they call the present a gift. Absolutely. I don't know your name, you just listed as user. He or she asked, how long does it take for it to happen once it's written down? And for instance, I want to pay off my mortgage. Should I write out a check for the balance and look at it? Absolutely, that will help. That will help. Help. Yes. Let me get the words out. My Lord Jesus. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And so absolutely write that balance down, but write a balance even bigger than that. You know, just getting your mortgage paid off is just one thing. You wanna have it where you are
Out of debt.
Not only paying off the house, but having more money to travel, having more money to help friends and family. So it's more than just the mortgage. So you want over and above that amount. You want to be in abundance. And so you write that down as one of the things that you want to happen along with other things. You might want to pay off this house and buy another one cash. You might want to
pay off a house for someone else, which is even wonderful.
Absolutely. And so just know that it's way bigger than just that. That's a small thing that you're asking for. You want to ask bigger. Ask bigger. So absolutely have that as a part of it, but everything else that you want to. Maybe you want to pay off the house and add a walk-in closet or add a sunroom or, something. So over an abundance, do you want more than just enough? You want
supersize it.
More than just enough, right? And so then it asks you how can you make yourself feel good today? How can you improve your relationships today? How can you be present in the now? How can you have more inner peace? What can you give today? What are your 5 most important goals? What can I do today to achieve my goals? What help or guidance can I ask for today? What can I pray for? And if this were the last day of your life, how could you live it? How would you live it? And so absolutely putting all the things together that you want and being very, very mindful of your emotional state. Your emotional state determines what you attract. And so if you are finding yourself in low vibration emotions, you need to do something to raise your vibration. And so the planner speaks to that with this vibrational chart that's in here. This vibrational chart says that if you are feeling discouraged or worried or doubtful or disappointment or angry or depressed, it just tells you to affirm yourself, and to affirm yourself using affirmations. Affirmations like, I let go easily, all is well. All is well, I love myself and I like myself. I am loved despite my sadness. I take time every day to become aware of how I feel. I accept every emotion. I do not resist. I allow myself to feel and let it go. It's so important to let it go. Sometimes we hold on to things that just make us sick, you know, so we need to absolutely let it go. And then it gives us these action steps to feel better and to increase our emotional vibration. Action steps like give 5 compliments to somebody else, give somebody a hug, do charity work, spend time with positive friends. Oh, the positive ones. Play with pets, play with kids, watch a funny movie, sing out loud, draw something nice, cook your favorite meal, go for a massage, a facial, a manicure, just things that make you feel good to raise your vibration. Because what we know is when you are in, when you are feeling angry, sad, or hurt, you get more angry, sad, or hurt. Hey, butterfly thoughts. And so, but when you feel joy and when you feel happiness, you get more joy and more happiness. Whatever the emotion that you're feeling, good or bad, when you are feeling it, it gets bigger. It gets bigger. You notice if you feel angry, how the anger might start in your gut and then it just works its way up and up and up and up and up and up until you are so angry. You're either yelling or you're just in a really bad space. But if you find yourself in joy and happiness, you find yourself joyfully doing more things. So you want to stay on the high vibration of the chart. You know, and then, you know, once you are in this bliss space, it says, just continue to affirm yourself even in bliss and joy and freedom and love and appreciation. And you want to say things like, more and more good things are coming to me.
Yeah.
More and more good things are coming to me.
Yeah.
I give and I receive with an open heart. I give and I receive with an open heart. I envision my life in perfect bliss. I love my freedom. All of these words feel good. So you want to continue to add these feel good words. Find the mentors, find the coaches, people who have your results, people who are doing what you want to do. If they are on YouTube, if they are, if they've written a book, go read their books, go watch all their content, go there so you can see what they did. Because most people, they want other people to be successful too. So they will share their tips and tricks. And so there's a lot of stuff that you can just get for free 99 by going to YouTube University and getting that. And if you feel that that has taken you as far as you can go, then you hire the mentor or hire the coach that's going to take you next level. Once you've taken yourself as far as you can go, you want to next level yourself by doing that. So you want to take action too. That's how you begin to take action. Take monthly action, weekly action, daily action. Set your daily priorities, your daily goals, doing your daily gratitude. What are you grateful for? Thinking on paper, decluttering your mind and your space. Cluttered spaces create cluttered minds. So you absolutely want to clear Clear your spaces. And if you find that you have a lot to clear, just take your time and do 15 minutes a day, no more, no less. By the time you've done that for 7 days, you've been working for over an hour, and you will absolutely enjoy what you are seeing in the process. So feeling good and manifesting fast, asking yourself those questions, get creative and follow your intuition. You will get these intuitive nudges to do a bunch of things. So do them. Do them. Do them, do them, do them. Take time to chill, relax, reflect, and celebrate. You know, once you have set your goal and hit your goal, determine what it is that you're going to do to reward yourself for what you're doing. So think about the top 5 goals that you want to achieve this year. What is your heart's true desire to achieve? Why you want to achieve it? And who will be impacted by you achieving it, right? And then set your rewards for when you achieve it. If you pay off your mortgage like you want to, what will you do? Will you have a big party and say, this is my house and I live here? It's my house and I live here. It's my house. And invite me when you get it paid off, so I can come celebrate with you. Blow up some balloons, play some music, invite some friends. Shucks, paint a wall black or purple or red, because it's your house. You can do whatever you want. Work on getting rid of the blocks and distractions. Determine what they are so that you can reprogram your mind to truly unlock your true potential by knowing what the blocks are before they even show up. So we know that this TV, the internet, people, set a timer for all of them. If you know that people are going to call you and take you off your goal, then absolutely set a timer. Somebody call you, or get your phone, set the timer for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you can spare. And when that timer goes off, oh my goodness, I got to go. Thank you so much for calling. Listen, it was great catching up, but I gotta go. I got so much work to do. People think because I work from home that I don't have nothing else better to do but to talk to them. Like I'm not here working. I'm really working. And so set the timer for the people, set the timer for the television. The television is a big, 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 big energy and time stealer. People are binging Netflix, watching those people at their job. Binging, watching show after show after show. Now, if you're in a mood and you're looking for a funny movie or something, then absolutely go do that to, raise your vibration. But what you don't want to do is find yourself day after day, day in and day out on there binge watching these shows. I don't even know. I remember having to wait for the next week to see the next episode. Now you can see all the episodes in one. Somebody tells me something about a good show and I go to look at it and I'll see, yeah, it got high ratings and all that kind of stuff, but then it got 5 seasons. Somebody told me something that had 16 seasons. What? I'm not watching that. I'm not even going to start that. If I start that, oh no. Because once you start, you want to know what happened to the people. If it's a good story. But then I had to remind myself, it's a story. It's a story. And it may or may not be a true story, but it's a story. It's somebody else's story. And somebody's getting paid for that story. Hey, Allison. Allison just popped on, Dr. Loretta.
Our Allison?
Your Allison, our Allison. Hi, Allison.
Hi, Allie. I love you.
Dr. Long's on my Zoom. She said, hey, Allie, we miss you.
We love you.
So We love you. Absolutely, we love you. Sending love and light to you and the girls. And so it's so important to not do that. Those people are.
And her son, she's got a son too.
Oh, she got a son too. Oh, I didn't meet you.
Mhm.
And your son too. And so we want to, identify that if that's the case. So unplug the TV, put the blanket over it so that you can continue to work. And if you find yourself going towards the TV, when you plug it back in, you got to wait for the channels to come back in, got to take the blanket off, and then like, is this the best use of my time in this moment? And so if the answer is no, then get back to work. And the same thing with the internet. You find yourself binge and watching video after video after video instead of doing your stuff. So set a timer for that. I'm going to watch TikToks and Reels for 30 minutes. And at the end of 30 minutes, I'm done. And so absolutely get those blocks out of the way and know what you're going to do before that. And if you also have fears that come up, what are your fears? I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too short, I'm too fat, I'm too this, I'm too that. The only affirmation you need for that is I am enough.
I'm more than
enough to get done whatever it is that you are wishing for, hoping for, believing for. And then add all of the additional affirmations so that when these fearful things come up, you can just knock them out the box. Nope, not true. And then determine what is your goal for each area of your life, your spiritual life, your personal development, your relationships, your career and business, your finances, your health, your free time and family. You have to have all these things here in a balanced way. So where are you now in the journey? Where are you going? What is the ideal place that you want to be in every area of your life, right? And then how do you get there? So let's just say in your spiritual life, for example, you want to pray more, you want to meditate more. And so where you want to go is you might say, I want to be spiritually more connected. And so how do you get there? You may need to get up an hour early in the morning or stay up an hour later at night so that you can do the prayer and do the meditation. If it's personal development and you want to read more, you may have to turn off the TV to read the book. Or when you go on vacation, take 1 or 2 days of your vacation and read the book. If it's your relationship, whether that is your intimate relationships or relationships with family, you may have to set aside time to show love. Set aside time to send the card or send a letter or send the flowers or do something nice. If it's your career and business, maybe you need an additional certification for the levels that you want to get to. Or maybe you need to just start your own business and do your own thing, whatever that is. If it's your finances, you want to save more, then you may have to go through your finances and see where you wasting money at. Craig had everybody to pull out their bank statement. And when you pull out your bank statement, go through all of your transactions to determine which of them were needs and which of them were wants. And then calculate all of the wants and see how much money you spent on things that you didn't necessarily have to spend money on. And then use that as a guide to either save that money or invest that money for the following month. I said, oh, that's good. That's real good. And then if it's your health, you say, I want to work out more, I want my fitness to be better, then you could start simply by walking around your house or walking around your block, just adding some movement to your everyday life, maybe even adding drinking your 8 glasses of water and keeping track of that. And then free time and family is so important to balance out how we are showing up with our families, spending time, with them. And so for this last few moments that we have, does anybody have anything they'd like to add to, what things are looking like over this last 116 days for you? How are you feeling about everything? What are you seeing happening in your world in this moment? We got 5 minutes.
I'd like to say that I'm very excited about being more fiscally responsible. I paid 2 bills yesterday, and the customer service man said, "Oh, you want to pay the other one too?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And he said, "Oh, you saved yourself a lot of money." And I said, "Yes, I did." And he said, "Good for you." And that was such a different vibe around the paying of the bills. I had the money to pay, and my stomach was still sick, as though I was afraid the checks weren't going to go through. And so I stopped and talked to myself about that old paradigm. I said, "You are paying this, and you are making room for your new money. Ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. I'm making room for that money coming to me." And I got myself in a totally different state when I went to pick up that phone and talk to customer service. And it was a totally different transaction than normal. Than normal. You see that? I don't want that to be normal. I want this to be my normal. That it was joyous, joyful.
Yes. I heard an actress say she knew she made it when she could put all her bills on auto pay.
Yes, because the money's there.
Absolutely. Anybody else?
Good morning, everybody. This is Denisha. And although I haven't been with you all for 100+ days, or 3 or 4 days, or 2-3 days that I have been on here, I can honestly say that this is not by, I'm supposed to be here. Just a lot of the stuff that's being said, and it's very familiar to me. I'm very familiar with the ching, ching, ching of the money tree song. So in here, I'm like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be at. Because it's not just me singing it by myself, but there's a group of like-minded people as well. So, and I've needed to be connected with a group and not just do everything on my own. So I'm truly grateful.
A divine appointment. Appointment.
Yes, ma'am. And I'm extremely late. I'm actually at a farmer's market. I sell products at a farmer's market. And I just remember like, dang, I was supposed to be on the 8th. So I was like, I'm gonna still jump on for these last minutes. But I, again, appreciate you all. And I look forward to just walking through life with y'all.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome, David.
Yes, Denisha, welcome. Denisha,
have a great day at the farmer's market.
Yes.
That's
so much. The farmer's market.
Have a ching ching money day tree day.
Right.
Nisha is from she lives in Indianapolis.
Yes.
I'm from Paw Paw, Michigan. So Midwesterners unite. Kalamazoo Zoo.
Got
So she that's the accent that we hear, that Midwest over there. So we're so grateful that you're here too, Denisha. I think that it's going to be not only helpful for you, but helpful for us too. The more like minds are together, the more like minds that are touching and agreeing to do this work intentionally, we just set up such a vortex of all of us getting to our life streams and our life goals. We all become evidence for each other, evidence of doing the work, writing it down and making it plain. Yeah, Aries said, "Happy Easter, miss you, my skinny girl." And absolutely beautiful. So it's absolutely beautiful.
I like that she's there with that wholesome food. God bless you real good. Just pray over your food so that people will get more wholesome in the foods that they buy, a farmer's market. That's great. And as an ex-farmer, I needed a place to sell my stuff, so I was glad to see you.
What do you sell, Denisha? What does she sell?
I have a business called Well Groomed Men's Care. So I make skincare, pampering, and grooming products for men. I figured us women got everything. So I decided to do something for the men. So I use essential oils and carrier oils only. And I make candles, beard oils, beard bombs, body butters, and I educate towards taking care of
The last part came out. And you.
and I the importance of taking care of their skin, because you know men will get up and throw some soap on their face and run out the door. I'm like, no, wait, hold on. You gotta take care of your skin. We need y'all.
And my son needs you.
Yes. And that's good to know, because one of the things that happens here in the healing house when people come, they ask me, oh girl, you got any soap or you got any lotion? I left my, whatever. Or sometimes people bring stuff too big and it gets confiscated at the airport on their way. And so I'm looking for someone to partner with to have those types of products here in the house for when people come. And look like the month of May here is going to be popping. That's all I know. The month of May is filling up so amazingly so. And so, yeah, so we'll talk about that too.
Yep, let's do it.
All right.
What's the name of your business, Tanisha?
I'm sorry.
What's the name of the business?
It's Well-Groomed Men's Care.
Well-Groomed
Men's Care. Okay.
I like it.
Well, we got that in the prayer basket.
All right. Right. Thank you.
We love well-groomed men's.
Yes.
We like them when they well-groomed.
All right. Smelling good.
Yes.
Yes.
Not ashy. No ashy ankles. Ashy toes. Well, thank you everybody for being here. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same station. Have an amazing, amazing Saturday. Welcome to the newbies. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Bye for now.
Your mouth feels better.
It sounds like
Give yourselves,
Yes, feel better. Thank you.
Thank you.
give yourselves a hug.
Great day, everyone.
Thank